Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Wrath of the Lamb Platinum God version 1.48 edition. Sorry, I fell asleep halfway through my intro there. So I logged back into Steam earlier today, and it showed me that indeed I actually do now have 84 out of 84 achievements, 100% completion in The Binding of Isaac. Weirdly enough, the last achievement I needed apart from Platinum God was Judas Tongue, which is an achievement or an item that we've had unlocked in the game for like weeks, but whatever. In honor of that, let's play as Judas a little bit. So now it's refreshing. It feels good to know that, you know, after the like 200 hours plus, I've sunk into The Binding of Isaac. Oh, come on. I've sunk into The Binding of Isaac. I've finally achieved, again, I would not necessarily go so far as to say perfection because there's been a lot of missteps along the way, as everybody knows. However, 100% completion by pretty much any metric feels good, man. I have to be very cautious here. And yeah, it's also a testament to the game that even after 100% completion, I'm like, hey, you know what I should do this morning? Let's play some Isaac. What do we have here? X-ray goggles. Not so bad. Those will actually allow us to walk into the secret room, not just find it, which makes that a little bit better than Spelunker's helmet, I feel. Might have some trouble here against Wrath. Or, yes, this is Wrath. But either way, should be a pretty easy floor. And you never know, maybe this guy's going to give me some bonus stuff. Worst case scenario is going to give me some troll bombs, which would actually be really shitty considering I want a bomb to access that chest that's outside. And, you know, we need bombs as Judas anyway, just to give us some spirit hearts so we can survive longer than 2 or 3 minutes. There we go. And we got Mr. Mega out of that, which is pretty bad. However, it will. Mr. Boom, sorry. I always get confused. There's like Mr. Boom, Mr. Mega, Bob, Mr. Bob-omb, Bobby. It's like 100 of them. And there we go, we can get our own bomb as a result of that. Too bad I didn't have the D6, so I could reroll that. Obviously, we'll go back, get Book of Belial. Walk around looking for these secret rooms here. Really thought one would be there, I guess. None? There we go, finally, we have one down here. Is there really only one secret room on this entire floor? Let's see, or maybe the second one is, like, adjacent to this one? I don't know what's going on, but in any case, here we are, Duke of Flies versus Book of Belial. Champion Duke of Flies, nonetheless. No less, I guess I should say. Which means, could be kind of an asshole. I mean, those green flies might be able to kill me in 1 hit, so I gotta watch out for those. Of course, any of these other flies can kill me in merely 2 hits, so we'll try to take out Duke of Flies as quickly as possible. Anything could happen here, but it should be a pretty easy fight. Duke of Flies, again, arguably one of the easiest bosses in the game. Except maybe Pin. Even Skolex can sometimes get under your skin, but Duke of Flies rarely is going to pose a problem for you. So there is a secret room for us here as well, containing a slot machine. Why not invest 3 cents into this? I mean, I could use money, but more than that, I need more bombs and keys in order to get more money a little bit later. Okay, so far so good. 1 key would make this worthwhile, by far. I mean, that heart might actually make it worthwhile if I end up taking unreasonable damage soon. Sadly, no. We've basically paid 3 cents for a heart. Again, might not necessarily be a bad deal, but we do need a key more than anything else right now. Just gonna wander around here. Try not to bust open that double fly until it was absolutely necessary. Sadly, that is not how things worked out. We'll, of course, shoot all our poop here. If nothing else, we can use the money from that to go back to the slot machine and possibly get something good. However, okay, this is a tricky situation. There's lots of money in here, but there's also a tinted rock. I'm gonna leave this for now. Possibly postpone that tough decision until a little bit later when maybe I have more bombs. There's a chest here. I think the tinted rock still wins out for me. It's tricky because, I mean, the money's guaranteed. The chest is where the gamble comes in. The chest versus the tinted rock. Because, you know, that chest could contain more bombs, which would allow me to open everything. Samson's Lock, I believe, gives us Rage, which is actually really good in conjunction with Judas, of course. We'll, of course, continue to shoot all our poop here. If I just had 1 more bomb, this would make this so much easier. I might be able to get one from the slot machine, but I don't necessarily want to waste any more money on the slot machine. That is absolutely necessary. But I also need a key. Not for that golden chest, which just coincidentally happened to show up, but for the treasure room, which is pretty much my key to any chance at victory here. Oh, okay, this room is freaking me out a little bit. Everything's pretty much just lighting itself on fire. That's actually a good thing for us. And yes, the rage is working fantastically. Good, good. Let it flow through you. So we'll pick up this penny. We're getting a little bit more money. We got a fortune teller, which I don't want to go to. Why is this floor trying to coerce me into gambling so much? I don't know, man. We'll leave. I'll probably go for the Tinted Rock. I mean, there's a good chance that there's a key inside of that Tinted Rock, which is important. There could be a bomb, if nothing else, Spirit Hearts. One Spirit Heart. I don't feel bad about that. I feel like that's okay. Let's go back into this slot machine and we'll pay a little bit of money here to hopefully get a key. Otherwise, we are struggling. Lots of hearts. I could go to that spike room. Hey, there's a Spirit Heart just kind of hanging out here. And a little bit more money that I will probably waste in the slot machine. If I had just saved my money, would have been totally fine. However, getting this money piecemeal, it's like, oh, you know, I don't feel bad about wasting 2 cents here and there. That's how they get you. Truth is, you're wasting more money than if you had just gotten it all in a lump sum. And it's all the same to the casino. The Casino of Isaac. Okay, we got a pill here. I hope it's not bad, I guess is what I was going to go for there. I was like thinking maybe bombs are key, but that doesn't even help us at all. Range up, that's fine. Nothing bad about that, certainly. And, I mean, we got a champion here. Hopefully he drops a bomb or a key. Bomb's fine. We'll use that to access the chest, I guess. And hopefully oh, god damn it. Hopefully the chest will contain a key. I kind of want to go to the spike room as well, but I don't want to waste any Spirit Hearts to do it. Unfortunately, that's the only way I can do it. So we'll use bomb on chest. Hopefully we'll find bomb and key inside of the chest. If not, we're going back to the slot machine. We're going to gamble another 3 cents away and hopefully come out ahead. But I don't know. It's not looking so good so far. Trying to maximize my chances, but no guarantees. Just a lot of money. I mean, again, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's probably more valuable for us to have keys at this point. So we're going to start gambling this away. This is getting goddamn ridiculous. There we go. Okay, there's one key, so we can be a little bit less worried about that. Maybe just go to the shop, or maybe just go to the item room, I mean, and then leave this floor. Ipecac. Okay. Oh, Chemical Peel, actually. Sorry, never mind. I was going to say, if it was Ipecac, things would be a little bit scarier. But this is fine. I think we can just leave this floor feeling good about that damage upgrade that we probably paid a little bit too much for, but alas, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes in Isaac. As we go to fight regular version of Monstro, obviously popping Book of Belial as well, which should scale well with Chemical Peel, allowing us to do more damage than usual. Of course, recall that Chemical Peel only does extra damage on half of our shots, which is kind of shitty, but oh well. Half of a damage upgrade is better than no damage upgrade at all. And damage upgrades at all are better than pretty much every other upgrade in the game. So there we go. More money. What do you got for us, Satan? Juice me up somehow. Krampus. Okay, that's pretty much what I meant by juice me up. If by what I meant the exact opposite. But this is cool because we did get that range upgrade on this floor as well by way of that pill. So perhaps we'll be able to turn ourselves a little bit more powerful simply by way of this. And at the same time, I won't be tempted to maybe go like for a 2-heart mom's knife or something that'll end up getting me killed if it was a normal deal with the Devil Room, which it is not. We can always come back to that a little bit later when we have more health. Hopefully we have more health a little bit later. Otherwise we have borderline 0 chance here. So I've lost my last Spirit Heart. However, I did get a lump of coal out of it. Was it worth it? Probably not. Whatever. There's nothing we can do about it, so we'll just head down to the next floor, which we hope is more, you know, of a bountiful region of keys, because we have enough money to maybe get something good from the shop, you know? This is where we can start getting, you know, Nun's Habit combinations, Book of Revelations, give us some Spirit Hearts, survive as Judas a little bit longer than you might otherwise expect. It's always with Judas, it's like getting to that tipping point where you can, like, survive without having to live off the land so much. I like Judgment as well. I also like not getting hit, so we're gonna try to make that happen. Oh, come on. By popping Book of Belial there. Okay, this chest, contain a bomb. Why would I even want that? That wouldn't even make sense. We got tons of money. I forgot we had rage as well. Like, for damage, we're set. For the most part, anyway. Shoot this poop when Larry Jr.'s away. That'll give us a chance to pick up some more money. And I guess we'll just try to abuse our range advantage here, because every shot will do some serious damage. Ah, just a little bit more. Come on, where are you going? Really didn't want to get hit against Larry Jr. there. We need 2 keys for this floor as well, because obviously we have 2 treasure rooms on an XL floor. That sucks, but hopefully we can work around it. Might get a key out of this nice pink leaper here. Now we got a single penny and a chest containing safety cap, which is more frequent pill drops. Great item is Cane. Also identifies their pills, I think. Great item is Cane. As Judas, you know, take it or leave it. I'm gonna leave it, of course, as I did. Really just looking for keys. Bombs are a start. A slow start. We might end up in the same situation as last time, except this time, instead of giving my money... Oh, god damn it. Instead of giving my money to the slot machine, I will give my money to Judgment, which is probably better. You know, I'd rather give my money to the poor than give it to those nasty casino folk. We're just gonna spend it on, you know, speedboat cruises and stuff. We don't know what this is. Bombs are key? Nope, just turned us silly. Continue moving on here. I gotta be a little bit cautious because I could, you know, just die. I thought there was health back here in one of these rooms that I just abandoned, but maybe not. Let's go check quickly. Oh, there's a half heart. That's enough to get us started anyway. But I'm feeling pretty bereft of the items that I need to progress here. Okay, that's definitely good. We can trade one bomb for one key. At least visit one treasure room on this floor. Would love to go to the shop as well, but I mean, we're so low on keys and key accessories that it seems unlikely that we're going to get that opportunity. We do have the X-ray goggles as well, so we should be able to find secret rooms, should they exist. Cough, cough. First floor, weirding me out. Now this is almost Book of Belial worthy for me, but since there's only 3 of them and the layout is reasonably straightforward, yeah, it should be a walk in the park, basically. And could use Book of Belial whenever I wanted to, but there's no need to waste it right now, I would say. Just keep doing things the way they've always been done here. Ooh, that was close. Get some diagonal shots in, and Larry Jr. should be nearly dead by way of Chemical Peel, Rage, Lump of Coal, and just, you know, our regular base damage. There we go. Yes, we'll use one bomb to get one chest here. Should pay out chest or key. Well, the half heart is actually necessary, as much as I hate to admit it. Oh, man. Well, we need 2 bombs to make that happen anyway. So we'll just wait on that one. Now, my ideal situation here, get out of this room without taking damage first. That's step 1. Fight one boss with Book of Belial. Go get Book of Belial charged again and fight the second boss whenever I choose. That way, we get the benefit of the item on both boss fights. Would wish I'd saved my bomb now. Oh, and we definitely are going to need it on this one. Because, as has been documented several times over. Well, that'll do it. I guess we'll just get restarted here. That's so frustrating to have just a run where you get like 0 bombs and 0 keys. Got Bloody Knuckles to start, or Bloody Knuckles. Tough Love, Tooth Shot. We need bombs to get to that Tinted Rock and that Tinted Rock. But, you know, otherwise, we're pretty much in the same place we were on the last run as Judas. I mean, we had decent damage, but not a whole heck of a lot else. And Blue Larry Jr. is fantastic because this means for us, we will get a Spirit Heart. Basically, no matter what happens, unless we die, which would require us to take 2 hits, which is probably unlikely. And of course, Tough Love actually scales pretty well, or synergizes well with our Book of Belial. 2 Spirit Hearts, that's crazy. Because it allows us... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the pills before I take the Spirit Hearts. Reason being, if it's bad trip, I don't want to lose my Spirit Heart. Bad gas. That's similar. Tears down, that sucks. Tears up, okay, we're on the level now. And this last one, puberty. Alright, so the item that was dropped on this floor was essentially nothing. But, you know, I guess I did get Tough Love and a chance to... I got literally Tough Love. And perhaps a chance to pick up some... This is like exactly the same as the first floor from last time. Ooh, God. And perhaps a chance to pick up some... I don't know. Just give me a couple bombs here, man. Let me get my... Like, I can't... You need money to make money. I need bombs to get more bombs, and you're not letting me get started on this bomb train. There we go. It's exactly the same. We got Mr. Boom again. Which we will walk over here, and there might be an opportunity for me to use it and get access to what I assume is going to be the secret room. So if I use it... Nah, there's not. Let's use it on this one. Why not? That was a good choice. It gave us the small rock as well as another bomb. Small rock, of course, going to increase our damage across both tiers, not just one tier, a la Chemical Peel. And we can get our Book of Belial back. We feel real slow right now. I'm not sure what's up with that. Did I get speed upgrades on the last run? I don't think so, but I suppose it's possible. Like, we're sluggish. I guess Small Rock is a speed down. And then hopefully we'll get maybe Spirit Heart Key out of this Tinted Rock. just key. You know, honestly, trading a bomb for a key at this point in the game is fine with me, because I would rather miss out on some tinted rocks than miss out on treasure, which might actually, you know, be integral to my chances of success. But in any case, things are going alright. Could certainly use another health upgrade. Could certainly use tears upgrades, and could certainly use speed upgrades, but apart from that, we have decent damage for this point in the game. We have the opportunity to go to the boss trap room, which is something that shouldn't be sneezed at. That could actually give us one of those upgrades we had asked for earlier. Let's see what we got contained in here. Crate's fine. Spirit hearts, trinkets, gotta be a little careful. Tears upgrade is nice. Let's pop that and get ready to pop up a Belial as well. Okay, now we can go to town on these bosses. And we don't have Rage anymore, which kind of pisses me off. But we do have the flat penny over there, which should solve our key problems for the rest of the game. Or at least until we have to get rid of Polaroid. Assuming we get money, which, you know, is not always 100%. And we just, like, underrated, got a bomb and a key drop just randomly, which is always nice. 2 key drops, in fact, and the Magician, which is pretty much worthless right now. But in any case, that was certainly worth it. We know what this does? Bad gas. It's probably better than the Magician. The Magician is a card that I very rarely use. Like, there's almost no situations where you're like, oh, this room definitely needs homing tears. So I think I got all of them with that gas, actually. That worked out really well. Maybe we can get some, ooh, extra keys as a result of that. That is awesome. Unlimited keys on this floor means we will for sure go to the shop. Because why the heck not? For sure take these guys out as soon as possible as well. More keys? Oh, man. Feels good when luck's on your side. And we get poison bombs, which gives us 5 more bombs. As well as, of course, the ability for our bombs to poison, but this isn't really that useful for us in this situation, considering the fact that... I mean, what I'm trying to say is that the 5 more bombs is way more valuable to us than the fact that the bombs do poison damage, because we're not going to be using these in combat for a long time unless we get Fetus in a Jar, which I would absolutely welcome. Alright, well, we're going to skip that then. Use our unlimited keys to take us down here and pick up another Spirit Heart. Because that is pretty much our only chance of survival at this point. One more set would be cool. I would love to buy the tarot card and see what it's got. But if not, we'll just go fight the boss. Weirdly enough, I'm finding myself enjoying this run a little bit more than our last run, in spite of the fact that our last run, I felt maybe we were a little bit more powerful. I don't know. I don't even remember that run anymore. I'm trying to push it from my mind. I guess we are only on the cellar part too. It's still very, very, very early. Who did I lost to the pony last time? That could reasonably happen this time too. But we are doing some pretty crazy damage. Cube of Meat is basically just a placeholder pickup. Probably will not save me from too much damage, but it might start dealing some extra damage if we can actually maybe fight Pestilence on this floor, which would be easier if we had a Book of Revelations, but we don't. At least not yet. 2 more Spirit Hearts, of course, very nice. If there's boss trap rooms on this floor, we should be able to fight whatever boss we so choose, and I can also access this red chest. I hope there's another drop to make it worthwhile. There's not. Red chests have a tendency to be hit or miss. That was probably a hit. Well, I found pills isn't very good. How about this one? We'll see. Telepills took me directly to the boss. That's okay because I have Book of Belial already. However, this dude is fast, and he hit me. But we got an HP upgrade for it anyway, and Tears upgrade. So now we can explore the rest of this floor, knowing that there's pretty much nothing that can stop us unless we run into, like, the worst room of all time. Alright, bombs are key. That's fine because we have Flat Penny, actually, and we're going to play... Wow. Okay. I was going to say we're going to play a little bit of this, but it paid out immediately. I was actually hoping it would pay out a little bit later so we could get some pennies and maybe replenish our keys a little bit, but alas. That's fine. I'll be okay with the extra damage. Judgment is a definite possibility for a little bit later. I'd love to take out these guys before they can actually get us in a position where they can do too much damage to us. I could trade a bomb to get a bomb. It seems like a bad deal to me. I'm not sure why, though. Well, now we don't need to because we have the magnet. That is great as well. Means the ability... I mean, this is an item that can easily become redundant if we gain the ability to fly. But if we don't gain the ability to fly, it can help us, you know, get bombs and keys on our way to getting the ability to fly. I was really hoping to get another key drop there. Teleport is not a good item compared to Book of Belial, which is a good item. How did I not take damage at the start there? This is a room, like, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to take damage on this room. And the 1 time out of 10 that I don't, I will always express my surprise that I didn't. If that makes any sense at all. Let's trade 1 bomb and possibly 4 cents to Judgment here for the chance at something that I might not even want. But hey, if he gives me more bombs and keys, then I would consider this a success. If he gives me nothing, then he's an asshole. But he gave me an HP upgrade, so he's cool in my books. We'll check for secret rooms. And we will get very lucky and pick up, wow, 9 cents and then 4 keys as a result of that. Meaning that I can go to the shop down here. It's amazing how much those penny trinkets can change your game. Can't really buy anything down here. That's fine. We at least wanted to check. Now we can leave. That was a good floor. We picked up like 3 health upgrades. And I mean, maybe a couple of spirit hearts. Maybe I lost some in the kerfuffle as well. But yeah, 3 health upgrades and a tears upgrade. So I am not sweating it too much anymore as Judas. It's always nice when you kill the fistula part over the gap, because the silkworms just can't spawn there. So it's just like, oh, you bested me. I have no chance. Gotta be very careful here. Magnet should just, yep, give us that bomb. Will also give us hearts when we need them. Oh, that was close. Just gonna hang out here for a second. I don't mean that it's gonna spawn hearts when we need them, but if we actively need the health, it will move it over gaps for us, which is nice. Odd Mushroom is a great item. People have been saying in the comments, Odd Mushroom actually decreases your base damage. I don't know if that's true or false. It strikes me as very weird, because Odd Mushroom is, in my opinion, clearly a damage upgrade. Like, if you get it with clear tears or turquoise tears, it will turn your tears red. But perhaps I'm missing something. I mean, most of you, or several of you, who frequently leave comments are big goers to of the wiki. That's probably the most awkward phrasing that sentence could possibly have. And so you go to the wiki more than I do. Let's put it that way. So you you know, maybe have a little bit more expertise on those things. I'm just saying, it strikes me as a little weird. Odd Mushroom also gives you a health upgrade though, which to me seems like a no-brainer. So we'll pop open this chest, get a bad gas pill, which who knows might help us fight this boss, who is Peep, and who got hit by the bad gas, and who is now going to be hit by my bad ass. Book of Belial, incredible damage combo. Only $6.99 this week at Arby's. Almost went for Chick-fil-A there. Who knows what kind of clusterfuck that would have opened up. Okay, let's back it up here. Peep's almost dead. Peep is dead. Pageant Boy is ours and also bad, pretty much. But hey, thanks for the keys. What we got here? The ability to fly. Yes. Could also go for the mark. No thanks. I mean, it's a decent item, but it does not appeal to me so much. 2 health for the ability to fly, I think, is a totally fair trade. So we'll move back here. Now that I have this kind of money from Pageant Boy, I'm going to definitely go to the shop. If we fight Greed, we fight Greed. The good thing about Greed is if he drops, like, the shittiest drop that Greed can give us, I guess at this point Steam Sale might be shittier, but the shittiest drop that Greed can give us normally is just like money. Well, if he drops money, that means more keys for us too, so that is fine by me. Or probably more keys anyway. I mean, it's obviously not a certainty. It's not like Flat Penny pays out guaranteed. I believe it's a percentage of some sort, or probabilistic. It's a chance, shall we say. And when we're getting key drops normally, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. So we should be able to play the Blood Bank at least once up here. Give us some extra keys, maybe. Well, it certainly gave us an extra nickel. So, tons of money, and there's our shop. I guess I'm glad to have the Flat Penny, but I wish I had Judas's Lock as well. Like Mom's Purse, Judas Lock, Flat Penny. Because that would basically make my damage incredible. Definitely more than the damage I had with Brimstone last time. And we get Book of Revelations now, which is pretty much the exact item that I think we need to move forwards here, as our damage by itself is pretty solid in its own right. I think Book of Revelations is what we need. We can turn this cube of meat into a better cube of meat. We can only get to 3rd level Meat Boy, which sucks. I actually kind of prefer 2nd level Meat Boy to 3rd level Meat Boy a lot of the time. However, I'm pleased with the items that we've gotten so far. Trading Book of Belial for Book of Revelations. Ooh, excellent. And a little extra topping on that. Yeah, not everyone, I guess, would agree with the idea of trading Book of Belial for Book of Revelations, but it's something that I've done, you know, probably 7 times out of 10. during my Isaac play, and I feel like it works out pretty well for me. I mean, I'm the kind of guy who takes a lot of damage sometimes in the game, so it can be good for me to have a little bit of a buffer. Not that Book of Belial is bad, but since my base damage is so solid, I feel like Book of Belial is not as useful as it used to be. Or not as necessary. It's still useful, but it's not as necessary as it used to be. So again, let's back up here. See, taking damage already. But it's not a bad thing necessarily, because those could give us extra keys. 12 is a lot of keys, but you never know. We're going to be getting rid of this trinket eventually to get the Polaroid. So stock up as many keys as we can. If we can get one every couple of rooms... well, I was hoping we would there. I was going to say, if we can get one every couple of rooms, that's pretty solid. Starting to regret that Book of Belial loss, but I still feel like we have a decent chance of success here. More keys again. Shop is certainly worthwhile in this position. And I should be abusing my ability to fly more often. Not just my ability to fly, but also my ability to have Spectral Tears, which of course is important. I'm guessing, yeah, I pretty much banked on running into greed in this one. Which should mean we won't run into greed in the next one, but it's possible that we will. Come on. 3 key drops, that's alright. And we will get a Book of Revelations charge after the next room as well, which I was just going to say, I hope it also has the treasure room in conjunction with it. Thank you, Green Bomb Man. Saving me a little bit of time taking out these asshole conga lines. Revelations, extra bombs. Speed range? Speed and range. Okay, that's okay. I could use the extra speed. I've been pretty low. The range maybe is not that helpful. I'm trying to remember. I think this is not the run where I fought Krampus, so the range doesn't really synergize with Lump of Coal. I mean, it does, but I don't have Lump of Coal, so it doesn't. So we're pretty much on our own here, but that's okay. Take these dudes out one by one. I just had bad planning last time, I think was my problem on this room. Make things go a lot smoother if I just take it a little bit more slowly, I think. Magnet, now's not the time, we can wait. Okay. So just back up and around Blast Assist here. Blast Assist is like one of those rooms where you're usually happy to go into it unless there's 5 of them in there. Troll bombs out the ass here. You know what, Judgment? You've earned it. Wow. Thanks for the ladder. I mean, I'm glad I only paid 1 cent for that. It's one of those things where, like, it's a roller coaster of emotions, because I got Judgment to pay out his item on 1 cent and was like, wow, that's awesome. And then when it was ladder, I was like, well, it's only 1 cent. I can't even be mad, I guess. I could have used that cent for such great things. Well, I can use these cents to give us some extra keys. And we'll just... oh, there's our boss. Now, with this many keys, certainly, I think I would be a fool to not be opening golden chests. I used to treat golden chests, we're going back a few months now, I used to treat golden chests like I treat the spike rooms now, where I just would not open them at any cost, because, like, I had a bad experience with one once. Oh, we can actually... oh, no, you know, I was going to say we can leave this floor, but I don't want to, because I want to charge my Book of Revelations as much as possible. Ooh, watch out for that. Magnet will actually draw that towards us, so we got to be a little cautious about that. Yeah, but like I used to just avoid golden chests like the plague, because I probably like had 1 key once and was like, yeah, let's open this golden chest, and then it just had nothing in it and it was like, oh, boo-hoo. Spike rooms are definitely worse for that now, though. Now I feel like we can go fight the boss, because we're gonna get... I mean, it's not like there's gonna be 6 rooms going off of that one vacant room that we haven't looked at yet. And this will be our second cue of meat, because of course I did use Book of Revelations on this floor. And see, like, my base damage is solid. I mean, if I was using Book of Belial, it's possible this dude might already be dead, but... ooh, I don't have to worry about it too much, because I'm doing enough damage in my own right. So we took a little damage. He's trapped inside of that rock. That's bad for him. He's outside of the rock. Still pretty bad for him in the long run. Now we have a familiar. A little bit of extra damage. Okay, now we're going to fight Krampus. This is actually something that I wanted. Damn it. And we're doing enough damage that we should be able to kill Krampus reasonably quickly. At least more quickly than we did last time. Where I still also took 2 hits of damage. I'm taking more damage against Krampus lately. Which is disappointing. Oh, goddamn. Because, like, I figured for a while I had, like, his patterns down. Krampus is not an easy boss fight, though. I mean, he is when you have a lot of damage, but so is pretty much every boss in the game, with the exception, possibly, of, like, those bosses you need to tailor your fighting strategy to, like, you can only hit them from behind or something. But anyway, I'm going off on crazy tangents now. that lump of coal might come in handy now that we have that speed plus range advantage that I talked about earlier on that last floor. What are the odds? Well, we have High Priestess. We're going to use this probably... I mean, I was going to say during the Mom boss fight, but I don't know if it's actually going to step on Mom during the Mom boss fight, so it might not be the best use. However, I mean, it does so much damage that it's almost... It would be foolish not to, maybe. I don't know. We could also save it for bosses later on in the game, but how long am I going to hold on to this card for if we get better card options? Like, Emperor is better, Empress is better, probably. Hard to say. Hard to say. And Stars is good, too. We got the Shears, which is a solid item. Stars is that secret room, right? No, it's just the item room. Okay, well, we've already been, and we never have to use that card again, because otherwise it just functions as like a teleport. So, we have an arcade, where I could possibly... Oh, that was stupid. Hierophant is good. That's going to make up for that damage that I took a second ago. And then some. However, we do have our secret room here. Don't want to go to the arcade just yet. Maybe in the near future. Keys out the ass. Which is good, again, because we're going to be abandoning this trinket on this floor. This has been a dynamic run so far. I mean, we had like 12 minutes of that first run, and we've got like 19 minutes of this run, and they've both been reasonably entertaining, in my opinion. It's always nice when you have, like, you fight Greed with Flat Penny, because it's like, oh, I got hit. Oh, getting hit is going to give me a chance to get more keys. I do wish I had more bombs. I wish I had more Spirit Hearts at this point, too. Like, there's no excuse for the amount of damage that I've been taking. The only good thing is we can compensate for it, of course, with the Book of Revelations. And our shop is going to have Spirit Hearts. Yes, bombs. I mean, we have the money. We might as well. We'll see what we get from our tarot card. Hanged Man. Totally worthless. Now, do we want Bum Friend? Probably, because money at this point is totally worthless to us, except for the fact that it gives us more keys. But Bum Friend might give us more keys, so that's all cool, too. Yes, I was hoping for a golden chest. Hoping for a little bit more than that, but... that's okay. So I think after we get rid of our Flat Penny, we can pretty much just give all our money to Bum Friend. It's not a great item. Like, it's not like he's going to start dropping HP upgrades for us or anything, but it's the kind of item where I think for 15 cents, we'll get enough bombs and keys out of it to warrant the purchase. And enough hearts, maybe. Who knows? I think he can drop Spirit Hearts as well. I mean, his prevalence of dropping them is probably going to be pretty low because we don't have the Miter or anything like that. But still, his existence, it's a nice little extra familiar, keep us company as we move along here. And I'm feeling like our Mom boss fight is going to be not so bad. Mom's Heart boss fight might be a little bit more tricky because I don't have anything, like I don't have Mom's Knife or Brimstone, which allow us to cut through multiple enemies at once. I don't have Polyphemus, I don't have Sacred Tears. What I do have is decent damage and not a whole heck of a lot of bombs, unfortunately. That might be a little trickier than usual, but the regular Mom boss fight should be totally fine. Oh, man. This Chub's a pain in the ass sometimes. Should have just hung out over top of that rock. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Pinky Eye, not as good as Flat Penny. I mean, with 22 keys, you might be able to make the argument that Pinky Eye is better than Flat Penny. But I disagree with you, even in that extreme situation. So, just gotta be a little careful in this room. I guess I don't have the range to hit that heart from here. But I like that layout compared to a lot of the layouts where you run into those masks of infamy. We've been to the treasure room, we've been to the shop. But yeah, maybe we'll just fight the boss. I was thinking we'd keep exploring, but I don't think we're going to run into that many more rooms. And I'll probably take damage on some of them. Maybe he almost took damage on that one. Thanks, Bum Friend. We'll see. Okay, regular Mom boss fight. I don't know when I'm gonna... Okay, let's drop High Priestess, see what happens. Nothing happened. Maybe High Priestess just doesn't do anything on the Mom boss fight. It wouldn't surprise me if that's like the 8th time I've come to that realization. I would love Rage at this point, too. I think Rage would be a good item, but we're doing enough damage in our own right. Should not be sweating that too much. Back up and around. This fight's almost over. You can tell if you just look at the health bar, not even at the tears, you can tell when the teeth hit by how much of the bar disappears. Why do I always explode at the end of that fight? So annoying. But anyway, there's our Polaroid. We're down to the womb. We're making terrible time. It happens. Actually, we're down to Utero, unfortunately. And we are just going to, I guess, like, focus on just making progress here. I mean, we might not have the abilities that we need in order to... Oh, come on, that was a killer shot. Should be an Olympian. We might not have the abilities we need to succeed throughout the cathedral and the chest, but we're gonna damn well try. Oh, man. How did I get out of that? This room is historically terrible for me. I like how they explode into silkworms when they die, too. That's really nice. Although I don't mind silkworms as an enemy so much anymore. I used to absolutely hate them. Well, we made it. Which kind of surprised me. But if that's the example of the textbook room we can come across here, color me frightened. Well, always seem to run into Tammy's head in Utero in the Womb. It's not a horrible item, but it is a horrible item in our situation, where I already have a better spacebar item. Would have just preferred bombs, keys, and money out of that, to be honest with you. At least I could have given the money to Bomb Friend. I'm taking way too much damage on this floor. We do not want Child's Heart. I should stop rushing for those item drops, just in case we get the tick one of these days. Well, that is the end of this terminal. Wait, is that a red heart? Was there a red heart in here? No, it's just a Child's Heart. I mean, technically, I guess it was a red heart, but... And yeah, I like Tammy's... Okay, there was one in here. So we can play the Blood Bank once. Might pay out. I mean, might as well be a little bit... Come on, you got something? Nothing for me. Might as well be a little bit thorough here. Even if I've already unlocked everything there is to unlock in Isaac and achieved everything there is to achieve, still feels good to maximize your chances, right? Nobody likes dying on an Isaac run. So we get blue candle. Oh man, you know what? Let's go with the candle, just to make things interesting. We're not. Oh god, we're not gonna get nearly as much health, unfortunately. In fact, the smart play is probably to take Book of Revelations until the end of this floor and then go back to Blue Candle, because Blue Candle like doesn't benefit from getting charges or anything, of course. But I've never been the kind to work like that. I'm not going to use telepills, reason being that I will get super fucking lost. I can't believe I didn't get hit there. Definitely deserved to get hit there. But hopefully we are coming close to our boss fight here. Usually Womb Part 1, I mean, we use Book of Revelations on this floor. We should run into Death or Conquest. And that will give us our 3rd level Meat Boy, which might be a benefit. I don't know. I alternate on how I feel about that item in particular. Sometimes I think it's great, sometimes I think it's garbage. Oh, you know why we want Blue Candle? And why it's not a bad choice? Because Blue Candle actually eliminates the shots that we take from Blue Baby and Isaac, thus rendering us invincible whenever we're firing it, as long as we don't move around too much. And thus making it a pretty solid item. We're just gonna blow this up. I don't really want to worry about taking stupid damage in this situation. We're fighting the pony. This is weird. I don't think this should be the case. Candle's also going to be beneficial fighting Mom's Heart. But we're done with this, basically. Maybe one more candle shot will do it. More or less. And we have Satan, who wants to give us technology? Alright. Let's get real crazy. Technology shots are pretty thick, which usually indicates that they're doing a lot of damage. And we'll see just how things move on here. How much damage we do as a result of that. I guess I'd be pretty stupid if I didn't go to the blood bank in this situation, considering there's the heart just sitting right there. It feels like we're doing a lot of damage. This is like a super fast brimstone or something. Certainly a situation maybe where technology was worth the money we paid for it. Bomb Friend, get the money. I want you to pay out spirit hearts or something. Finally. Oh yeah, the tick. That would have been awesome. We'll move out here. Do we know this? Bombs are key. Not yet. Maybe in the future we'll want that. I want to say, I mean, 23 keys is probably way too many, and 11 bombs might not be enough for this Mom's Heart situation that we're going to get ourselves into. However, I don't want to do this and then waste some keys and then be like, oh, I don't have enough to open the keys, or open the chests in the chest that actually contain items that might be integral to my success, you know? So I think technology was a good pickup. In any case, it's usually weird to see technology in the Deal with the Devil room. I mean, it's not the first time it's happened, but it is a little unusual. I got hit twice there. Under weird circumstances. If one item that would like make this way easier for me is just the relic or the miter, but I mean that makes everything way easy for you. Because now my thing is like I don't have enough health to really I don't want either of those. I don't have enough health to really feel safe because I can't replenish it in any way. Any reliable way, anyway. And I'm taking the worst damage you could possibly imagine. We got a library in here, though. That's weird. I don't want either of them, but I mean, I just kind of wanted to pop in and say what's up. Keep promoting literacy. Oh, that was easy. Like I said, this technology is working out really well. God damn, but I'm still managing to take crazy damage. Luckily, there's a lot of red hearts to replenish my health. Unfortunately, 3 red hearts is not going to be enough to win the game, probably. And I'm not doing quite enough damage to just, like, absolutely nuke every room. Ran through those spirit hearts pretty quickly. I didn't expect that to happen so fast. Okay, that'll do. And we should be coming close to our final boss fight. Oh, man, take out the lasers. How are the lasers so difficult to take out? There we go. Okay, boss room? Nope, not even close. We actually reached a terminal of sorts. Please, I was gonna say bum friend, don't take those bombs any closer to me. I don't want it. But this room I kind of like. Anything that has enemies that can't shoot at me, really? I guess that big brain can do like a peep type thing, but that doesn't really bother me. Extra money for Bumfriend, who is not going to pay out because he's a stingy bastard, apparently. Digging this technology, I just wish I got it, I don't know, with a relic or something, a passive type Book of Revelations. And the sun, wow, that's a full health pill, that's pretty useful. We can't exit after, okay, we'll take the sun card with us. It sucks that we have to abandon the devil card so late into the game here. However, the sun card is going to be much more valuable for us, especially if we can save that for the Isaac fight. I'm not going to be too optimistic and say we'll save it for the blue baby fight, because I have a feeling we might run into a situation where we need this sun card sooner rather than later. However, I think we should be able to make it through this just fine, preferably without even using the sun card. Just good use of the candle to take out all these enemies, and to also do damage to Mom when appropriate. Technology is doing a good job. See, the candle's so good for taking out like the enemies that we come across in the Mom's Heart boss fight. Oh man, that was close. Could still die here. That would be very disappointing. That health is very important. Wait, we can leave after this? If we leave, can we still go to the cathedral? That's what worries me. Let's just go up. So Monstro 2 is going to think he's a smart ass here with his laser attack, when in actuality, pretty goddamn easy. If I could actually get the candle to fire like so it ends at the, like, its last range point is right where Monstro is, I think that would do way more damage. But anyway, that was easy. We didn't have to worry about that so much. And we finally have another Tinted Rock, which will give us 2 Spirit Hearts. That is, I don't need to tell you how important that is. It is mucho important right now. Again, practicing my Spanish. Thank you for obliging me here. Note, I am actually not learning Spanish, but if you tell people you're learning a language, it doesn't matter how much you suck at it, they'll believe you. Okay, I'm scared here. There's a lot of shit going on right now. Okay, I think we killed one of the helmets. And now we've killed both of the helmets, and we only... Ah, there we go. Kind of surprised that we made it through that room okay. This room should be like 100 times easier, because we don't have as much shit getting in the way. A little bit more to do it. Oh, I thought we would get him before. Oh well. Got a blood bank. Obviously, I'm not really in the mood to play that right now, with the limited amount of health that we have, and the fact that there are no health drops, and the fact that we still have not full health. But we've been tearing through these rooms pretty quickly. If I could beat Isaac without having to use the sun card, that would be a huge boon, because I could save that for Blue Baby and possibly give us a chance. Ooh, Eve's Birdfoot, which I don't really want. I don't know, it's a very tricky situation here. Very delicate. One thing's for sure, the one heart trade for technology is not going to be what sinks me. If anything sinks me, it'll be the fact that I took so much stupid damage on the way down here before I got rid of Book of Revelations. Thinking like, oh, I've got Book of Revelations forever, I don't need to worry. Not going to use the stars card. I mean, it takes us to the secret room, but I don't want to accidentally lose our sun card here, which might be the the most valuable thing we could possibly come across. World card is useful. There we go. Well, we were going directly to the boss anyway, apparently. But it's nice to have that confirmation, I suppose. Okay, one Loki. Oh, no. Both Loki's still alive. I'm just dipping, ducking, diving, and dodging here, times 2. Oh, almost took damage there. I think Q and Meat might have saved me. And that should basically do it. Oh, come on, Loki. Okay, here we go. This could be interesting. If I don't have to use the Sun card, I consider us to be in a great position. I have to resist the temptation to dodge into the shots. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Like that's my natural predilection, is to move towards the shots for one reason or another. It took a little damage. It's okay, we're on Isaac's second stage now. Let's keep this up, about halfway through. That's always a good thing to hear. I think we're gonna make it through reasonably well. Could maybe get a little closer to fire these candle shots. Oh, got hit, and then it knocked off my candle. It's okay. I don't think we're gonna have to use the Sun card. I mean, we might have to use it a little. We might have to use it on the chest. Like, we might not be able to use it on the blue baby fight. We might have to save it for something a little sooner than that. But we're getting a little close here. Oh god. Okay. Yes, we have to use it. Unfortunately. Well, that was all conjecture. But Isaac didn't drop any health, so I guess I don't know. We tried. Now we've got enough keys to see what'll happen here. Could be game changing. Moneybag is not game changing. My reflection does nothing. No, all these items do nothing. But we'll take the passive ones just to see if it messes things up a little bit. I don't like our chances here anymore. But at least we've made it this far. Right? Like, that's more than a lot of people can say. We should be getting close to the end of Daddy Longlegs here. Come on. Daddy Longlegs is an item that we haven't seen in a long time. That's a lot of fun. Is this thing seriously not finally? Oh man, double Monstro 2, really? Okay, I mean, it's fine. We should be able to take them out at basically the same speed as a single Monstro 2. Just gotta be a little bit worried about some of them getting, like, off angle. Yeah, here we go. Now we've created this problem for ourselves. Alright, one's dead. Now we got the same situation again. Which is fine by me. This guy's not dead yet? How much less damage did he take than his counterpart? That seems crazy. Okay, now we got one champion Monstro 2 that fires faster. One regular Monstro 2 that fires slower. This is a weird situation. But I think they're close enough that we can actually make this happen. That was also weird, but we made it. Okay, tons of spiders. Technology seems to have a little bit of trouble hitting them. Sorry, Bum Friend. I don't know why I bought Bum Friend and then I'm just, like, taking his money every single time. It's okay, okay. There you go. Give me something useful. Yeah, that was actually really useful. We have our blue baby fight, second run in a row, where I expect that we'll... Ooh, that was a nice curve shot there. But we'll pretty much just die on this blue baby fight. But we tried. And that's all that matters in horseshoes and hand grenades. Again, well, that was a pretty good run. I'd say it was pretty dynamic, but in any case, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.